today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Seahawks take over.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them in practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Murray now on first down. On the move to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Murray off play action. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Murray to air it out again. Rolling to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Play fake. Murray. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Young. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6.
And now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. That one goes for 30 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Murray. Dancing to his left. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
$14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cardinals nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and get him with Geis. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
It's second down and 10.
To throw again. Murray forced out to his left. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
That is caught inside the 5. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and you're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Brings up second and 3. At the
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hart. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. First down, Murray steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Out of the gun, here's Murray. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
To number 80.
From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. They'll start out here with the option left. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hart. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Young. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. Lamar Jackson with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting Tennessee Titans. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Jason Myers for the...
So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And for Christian Kirk, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 15.
DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Murray being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
4-yard line.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First target, first catch at a 1st down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now from Murray. Buying time to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. To try again after the sack. Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Murray took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun. Murray going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times, the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action. And a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Back to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food.
And this is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. From the gun, Murray to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Seahawks are running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Seattle.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
calling on the field is reversed.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. After the turnover, here's Murray on the move to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 52 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Dancing to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Geis. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. He was a good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Second down.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. 4. Out of the gun now on third down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this one is right through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
At their own 20-yard line.
DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. Now this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
That right now That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
An 8-yard.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the...
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
At the 39-yard line. Today's
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin.